How's it going, everybody? Too Spooky here. And before we get started, we're going to talk about today's sponsor, Meno. Meno is a free app that focuses on the communities of basically every interest in the world. Meno recently rolled out an exciting new feature called Stories, which are basically short-form videos that center around a specific topic for almost anything. I've personally been watching a lot of stories from the anime and manga category, along with the stories by Briggs from All Day Anime. In correlation with this video, I recently posted a story over there going over 5 devil fruits that may have been awakened. Follow my profile to check it out. What you'll want to do is download the app, create a profile, and after that go to the Discover tab, type in Too Spooky, and you'll know it's me by that verified checkmark. Otherwise, there will be a link directly to my profile below. Slap that follow button and you'll be seeing some more stories from me going forward. I'm really excited about the idea of these stories, as it gives me a new way to post content that I normally wouldn't be able to because of the length, and following me over there will be another way to help support ya boy going forward. So thank you in advance. In this installment of Devil Fruits Explained, we're going to be talking about the awakened jailer beasts from Impel down. There's a lot of speculation about awakened devil fruits in general, but these 4 in particular are interesting to me, as they were the first examples of devil fruit awakening in the series. It's certainly possible that we've seen other examples of devil fruit awakening before the jailer beasts, but as far as concrete confirmation goes, the jailer beasts are our first confirmed example. When they first appeared, no one was really sure what exactly they were, thinking they were just some sort of monstrous animal. However, later in the arc, we would get confirmation that they were, in fact, devil fruit users when Crocodile informed us that they were awakened Zoan types. At the time, I'm sure most readers could only speculate what exactly it meant to be an awakened devil fruit user, as this term wouldn't even be explored again until Luffy's fight with Doflamingo in Dressrosa, where we actually learned awakening is indeed an additional stage you can reach as a devil fruit user, which occurred hundreds of chapters after this term was first brought to light with the jailer beasts. It's still unknown what exactly causes a devil fruit awakening or how to train your abilities to reach that stage, but from the examples of awakening we've seen thus far, we know at the very least that Paramecia awakenings allow the user to transform and manipulate their surroundings, Logia awakening has yet to be explored, and then we have the Zoan awakenings, which we will be talking about today. First and foremost, we know that an awakened Zoan's main attribute or unique ability is abnormally increased resilience and durability, as they are able to take quite the beating, yet recover at a remarkable rate if they are actually taken down. It was also mentioned that guns and cannon fire are literally ineffective against their
rock-hard exteriors.
But to be fair, when has cannon fire or guns ever been effective in One Piece to begin with?
You punk-ass bitch!
Oh. Like normal Zoans, these users are given a significant strength boost, which as you can guess is even stronger while in an awakened form. In addition to that, while we haven't seen many examples with the other 3, Minorhinoceros in particular was shown to be extremely fast, which you wouldn't necessarily be able to guess from his appearance. This is also a notable feature, as most Zoan users in general only receive a strength boost, unless the animal they represent also has natural speed the user can take advantage of. So although we don't really have confirmation, we can assume that all awakened Zoan users receive this speed boost to some extent. When Minotaurus first confronted Luffy and his group, he was easily able to outspeed both Bon Clay and Luffy because they weren't expecting him to be so quick, delivering a pretty effective blow to them in the process due to its impressive strength. Mix this speed, strength, and durability together, and these jailer beasts are truly a force to be feared. The only potential drawback would be the intelligence factor. While it's also not known for certain, from the little we saw of these jailer beasts, none of them were capable of speaking, and instead they appeared to be acting more primitive upon instinct rather than with thought. However, at the same time, we do know that they are able to at least understand basic commands. So if I were to take a guess, I'd reckon that the Zoan user's intelligence is significantly decreased while in an awakened state. But at the same time, I don't believe it is completely absent. The other main thing to talk about would be the unique appearance of awakened Zoan users, as all 4 examples we've seen are abnormally large in size, specifically having a large head and upper body, with somewhat smaller legs. Their human bodies also appear mixed in, as all of them have visible human waists mixing with their respective animal. Aside from Meno zebra, all of their eyes also appear as small black beads. These jailer beasts are also capable of wielding weapons and standing on 2 legs like a human, even if their respective animal is naturally quadrupedal. So it appears as though this awakening mixes certain features of both the human and animal forms, similar to a normal human-beast Zoan transformation, but with increased size and further enhanced abilities. Since I haven't mentioned it already, the 4 jailer beasts are Minorhinoceros, which appears to be some sort of cow Zoan, Meno zebra, which appears to be a zebra Zoan, Minorhinoceros, which appears to be a rhinoceros Zoan, and Meno Chihuahua, which appears to be a koala Zoan. We don't know the actual names of these devil fruits at this time, but in reality it shouldn't be too hard to figure out what they would be called. Something particularly interesting about this would be the fact that the animal in question doesn't appear to play any factor with the awakened size increase, as for instance a rhinoceros is much larger than a mere koala. Yet, while both are in their awakened state, they are practically the same size, additionally appearing to have the same level of abilities. With that in mind, I think it's safe to assume that basically any Zoan user would end up with the same qualities as these jailer beasts if they were to awaken their devil fruits, aside from maybe the ancient or mythical Zoans, but even then, I imagine some qualities would definitely carry over. It should also be mentioned that there is an additional 5th jailer beast that was recruited much later in the series, which is Meno Chihuahua. From the appearance, we can assume it's also an awakened Zoan user like the other 4, having the same beady eyes and massive size. Similar to a koala, Chihuahuas are also extremely small animals, yet Meno Chihuahua also has the same qualities of the other 4, further adding to my previous hypothesis. And unfortunately, that is where our knowledge ends with Zoan Awakening. But before we go, I also wanted to quickly touch upon a separate but possibly related topic: Monster Chopper. First and foremost, no. I do not believe Chopper is an awakened devil fruit user. Rather, I think with the use of his body-altering rumble balls, Chopper has found a way to tap into awakened abilities for short periods of time, essentially forcing his body to transform into what would be an awakened state. I mainly believe this because Monster Chopper has essentially almost the exact same abilities and appearance of the awakened jailers, except from what we've seen, Chopper appears to be stronger than the jailers, but slower than them at the same time, and before the time skip, Chopper appeared to lack any intelligence whatsoever, whereas after the time skip he's able to retain his human intelligence while in monster form. If we compare the appearances of Monster Chopper and the jailers, we can also see that they share the same human fingers, large upper bodies, small legs, human-looking waist, and tiny eyes. But since Monster Chopper appears to take aspects of awakened abilities rather than straight up being an awakened form, there's also plenty of differences, such as Chopper's head being proportionate to his body rather than oversized like the jailers. Before the time skip, Chopper required 3 rumble balls to achieve this form. And according to Dr. Koreha, I hope I'm saying that right, Chopper leveled an entire village the first time he achieved this form. Whereas after the time skip, Monster Point is the only form Chopper requires a rumble ball for, now only needing to take 1. However, he is rendered useless for 2 to 3 hours after using his monster form, and is only able to use it every 6 hours. So while Chopper isn't an awakened Zoan user himself, through science, it appears he's found a way to tap into a pseudo-awakened form, and with training and increased usage, it appears he'll only keep getting better at retaining and polishing this form, which, just maybe, could eventually lead him to actually achieving natural Devil Fruit Awakening. However, until then, the true culprit of this form are the rumble balls, which I might just make a video on by themselves at a later time, because they truly are an underexplored concept. Regardless though, I wanted to bring it up because clearly Chopper's monster point at the very least holds quite the resemblance to Zoan Awakening as it is, and maybe it could be even more than that. But that is the end of our video today. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit more about Zoan Devil Fruit Awakening, or found a better understanding of how it works. If you did, well, make sure to drop a like. Also be sure to comment what Devil Fruit or One Piece concept you would like explained next. Follow me on Twitter at 2spookytube to keep up with the channel. Drop a follow on Twitch at 2spookster to catch some streams. And once again, thank you to Meno for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check out my stories and follow me over there for more. With that, I thank you for watching this video today, and I'll see you all soon with the next one.
I let the years go by so quickly, I don't know if I